Sandy Island, a haven of summer, a week of endless fun. But what dark secrets lurk behind the curtain of camp capers? Here, a promising young delivery man on a mission to deliver some new toys to the island finishes his last job of the night and the last job of his life.
Who's there? Aw, not cool, man. I hate you. Not cool. I'm Jeff and I'm dying!
Killer, dude. You're out.
Well, the south side of Chicago is the baddest part of town. And if you go down there, you better just beware of a man named Leroy Brown. And it's bad, bad, Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town.
In the night, an old hero broods over memories long made. Two rookie detectives seek his help, but will he be able to aid?
Hey, Theo.
What's all this?
You heard about Jeff going missing last night?
I did. What's it to me?
Looking to get back in the game?
Nah. I'm retired and I don't do that stuff no more.
Well, found this at a crime scene.
Bob and Extreme, 2003 model. I'd recognize it anywhere. What was it doing there?
We don't know yet,
But
but we're looking to find out.
we do know that, like Donald, many people have gone missing recently.
Donald's gone missing too? My partner. My old partner.
One of the other things we found was a piece from Settlers of Catan. Do you know anyone could possibly be carrying that around?
Bob.
I see. It's a real interesting case you got on your hands. The Bob and Extreme thing is kind of weird. Now do it. You got yourselves a deal. Missing a Catan piece, Bob? What do you see, MJ?
A face of pure evil. We're too suspicious, though. Need someone on the inside.
I think I know a guy.
Mary-Kate and Max seek out Theo's contact. Theo splits up with them to talk with islanders about the nature of the disappearances.
We heard you were the person to go to if we needed some information.
Look, I'm pretty held up with the case of Jared's missing juice box.
We need you, damn it! You have a great track record.
What's in it for me? You drive a hard bargain. I would have preferred sour Skittles, but if you throw in another one, I'll see what dirt I can find on Bob.
From Julia, Theo discovered that many kidnapped campers and staffers were involved in recent development processes and plans to introduce new features to the island, such as the Happy Trail Paths or Project Bobbit Omega. Shiloh turned up with very little. He told them the only new things he could find about Bob for his recent involvement with the camper committee and an arbitrary library order left on his porch.
You didn't find anything else?
No. These are already opened.
No, they're not.
Though Theo's genius was sadly kidnapped along with his body, Mary Kate and Max were able to slowly put together the info given to them by Shiloh. Too many kidnappings were happening to make any sense, and that's when they realized Bob wasn't the only culprit. This conspiracy went all the way to the top of the camper committee. Bob was no longer the prime suspect, but they were hunting the mysterious anonymous head of the committee itself. But how to catch them? Well, you see, that note Shiloh gave them was no ordinary note. It was an invitation disguised as a library book order for Nancy Drew, listed under the Dewey Decimal System as 600.30. After some cyber hacking, Max discovered Nancy Drew isn't a nonfiction book, and therefore couldn't have been in the technology category. It could have been a meeting set for 6:30, but where? Nancy Drew's initials were N.D. Ring a bell? North Dock? Anyone?
That's just convoluted enough to drive the plot forward.
After days of scrutinizing over these clever clues, our rookie detectives headed to the dock in Bob's place.
If you're ever in need of my services again, you know where to find me.
No, I don't need any of that.
Hey, you.
I see you've caught me staring dramatically into the lake. You're not Bob.
Paul, you? But why?
Give it up, Paul. We know you're a member of the camper committee, and we know that you're behind all the recent disappearances.
I don't know what you're talking about. Blast! I'd insist on innocence, but you figured far too much out. The least I can do is honor you with a detailed explanation before you die. You see, the camper committee exists for one reason: prevent change. Sandy Island is a rustic refuge away from the evils of the outside world. For 1 week every year, we can be promised that everything will be exactly the same. Take away that constancy, and that safe feeling of familiarity dissolves. All you have left us with is chaos. Jeff tried to disrupt the balance of the island by proposing the addition of the Bop It Extremes to the game collection here. Do you realize that that could destroy our entire way of life? Bop It Extremes are a highly addictive piece of hardware. Put it in the hands of any child or adult, and they'll ask only to bop it until the end of days. Board game tournaments would be shut down, and would be replaced with father-daughter beat-bop rallies. Worst of all, no one would go to Bob's Classic board games. Another Sandy Island tradition cast into the flames for the so-called progress. So yes, I had to stop the shipment. And Jeff, and Theo, and everyone else who dared to disrupt the peace of this perfect island frozen in time.
Paul, you're delusional. You can't hope to get away with this.
Yeah. We have the last Bop It.
Well, I have your friend!
Guys?
We don't know that guy.
It's me, Theo.
Oh.
We didn't really recognize you with
the thing on your face.
Oh, the beard? Do you like it?
Yeah.
You know, I've been experimenting, just trying to go for a new look.
Well, yeah.
You hate it.
Yeah, it looks.
we really do.
It looks.
You hate the beard.
It looks bad. It looks really bad. On you, that is.
Yeah.
I've been only growing it out for a few days. It'll probably get thicker.
I mean, it looks like you're a high school freshman, and you're going to homecoming, and you're trying to impress your date with like a few whiskers on your face.
Yeah.
Guys, I was kidnapped for 3 days. It's not like I had a choice.
You could have asked.
Yeah. Why not?
For a razor?
Yeah, I don't see why
I don't
not.
see the problem.
Enough!
Give it up, Paul. If you prevent Bob at Extreme from being on Sandy, you prevent culture from flourishing.
And what good has culture ever done for us? Culture is bad. It's like those happy trails. They've destroyed good, rugged paths to create convenient trails that you can just walk up to your cabin. And look at Theo and his facial hair.
Hey!
You look like a werewolf, man. Have some self-respect.
Yeah, seriously, you should probably shave that thing off.
Turn yourself in, Paul. It's 2v1.
No, it's 3v1. These are fake handcuffs.
I thought you wouldn't know.
Ha!
Beep bop, bop bop. Theo, what are you doing? I need your help.
Just a second.
Box spot. Pull it. Twist it. Spin it. Flick it. Pop it. Game over. Score.
It's over.
And so the island was saved from stagnation, and people complained, but a little bit less. Mary Kate earned her badge, and the committee was forced to confess. That night, many could rest easy, safe in their bed, for the kidnapped campers were found, save for Jeff, who was very much dead. Though the island has traditions that across time will stay, change is inevitable, and Paul no longer has a say. Good night, everyone.